Here I will be making colored acrylics with eyeshadow, and here I'm just showing the pigments that I previously had taken out of the pan and stored in jars because I knew that I wanted to do this when I get a big enough acrylic. So that was a secret clear acrylic, and that was just baby powder, and these are the spoons. This one marked 5 on it. I'm not sure what these measurements mean, but I assume that the smallest one was a teaspoon, the medium was a tablespoon, and the large was like 2 tablespoons or so. So I took the tablespoon size and just put 1 jar, and then the teaspoon size I put it in the same jar. So it's like 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. You don't have to use my measurements. I just thought that I would have used measurements to show you guys. So yeah, and just emptying it in this bowl just so that I can kind of smash the pigment to make it smooth. So basically that's all I'm doing. And once I'm finished, I just rub it between my hands to make sure they ain't got no big clumps in it, hard clumps or anything. And this eyeshadow was very buttery like, so I didn't have any issues with that. So I just take up a teaspoon, or what I think was the teaspoon, and I vigorously shake it. So when you mix it into like vigorously shake it for like a minute so that you can get out all the grains in it, I guess. So this is how this one look, and I decided I wanted it to be more opaque, so I end up just throwing all the pigment in there. So you could just decide how much pigment you want, add more pigment, add less pigment depending on what you want. This process right here didn't make a difference. All you really need to do when you got a good eyeshadow base is shake it and shake it vigorously so it will mix with the acrylic powder good. So that's my only tip. So I will show you guys later down in the video what I do with clumpy eyeshadow. So I decided that I like that one. And here we're showing you the comparison between the first bead I did and the second. You can see that the second one is more pigmented. And I'm just going to be storing them in these little jars. So for my next color, I got this one that's kind of like a bluish purple. And I kind of do the same thing I did before, smashing it just to make sure that I ain't going the big clumps. And I wanted to make less acrylic because I made too much the first time, but I didn't remember what the measurements was that I used, so I went in with that big tablespoon, which ended up being a lot. And then I just put all the acrylic pigment I had in here and I shake it up, and you can see me like hitting it on the desk because I want this to mix up good. And this is it. When I'm finished, this one was pigmented with the first try, and it was very pretty, and I'm impressed and happy with this color. And this is how it looks when I show you guys it in sunlight. You can see that I had like little white specks in them, and I thought that was kind of cool, so I left it. And then I just put it in the jar. So next I'll be using this brown color, and this had like little gold reflexes in them, like tiny little gold glitters that you could barely see, but it was pretty. That's why I saved this eyeshadow pigment. So then I went in and I was like, okay, I need less acrylic, so I went in with the tablespoon one, and then like a little smidge of a little bit more, and then I just mix it up. That's all you need to do. Shake it enough, you have a good eyeshadow base. So I'm gonna be swatching it. So I decided to swatch it again, but you could see that it was not really penetrating through the powder, like not all of it was getting absorbed by the liquid, but that wasn't the problem for me. And here I show you it with the flash on, where you can see like the gold little specks in it. Beautiful. And now I'll be taking this to light turquoise color, doing the same thing, mixing it and then mixing it with the acrylic powder, and now I'll just be swatching it. And this is where it went wrong, because this was a color that I mixed on my own. I mixed these with blue, green, and yellow eyeshadow to make this color, and you can see that it had like a lot of specks in it. And I was trying to see if my brush could press it out. So what I did to get rid of that is that I take like a flat top in this plastic bowl. Like these is two plastics, and I just take it and push and press, push and press to blend the colors. So that's what I did. And then when I'm finished, I just swatch it to show you guys that it had no lumps in it when it was finished. So if you guys ever encounter this problem with the eyeshadows, you could do this. I'm not sure how it will work with the chalk, because I know the chalk is much more tough, so I don't know if it would blend as seamless as this would. But if you guys want me to try it out with the chalk, just let me know in the comments and I will. So here I decided to add some powder. Not really sure why, I just wanted to. It wasn't really no reason. It didn't really look any different to me either when I swatch it, but I'll just let you guys see. And not really much of a difference to me. So moving on to the next color. This color was the color that I used in my previous video when I do the blue quartz nails, and it was lumpy, but I didn't mind that for that type of design. But I wanted to mix this and not let it be lumpy, so that's why I'm going to smash and press, well, press and pull till I get to all the lumps. It wasn't really that much work, but it took maybe like 5 minutes. Probably that's a bit excessive. Probably not more than 5 minutes to do that press and pull thing to get all of the lumps in it. So this is how it looks. And I decided that I like that, but I add more of the powder because you can see that it wasn't absorbing all the powder with this color either. So I thought this would have helped, but it kind of really didn't, because it still had like a little tiny little bit at the top. So I like that, and I just leave it and then move on to glitter. So these are all the colors that I'm going to show you on the paper before I add the glitter. So I got all of these little flying glitters from Miss A. One of these are $1 each, but as the set itself, it was a set of 12 for 10. It was a set of 12 for 10, and this little glitter that I showed you just now was from Wish, and this is the little glitter from Charmaine that I will be using. And I'm starting off with the brown, and I just add a little bit of the gold flecks with the gold glitter. It was so fine that it was just flying about the place. And then some of this brown glitter from Wish. And I just add how much I felt like I wanted to. This is how it looks. And now I will just be swatching it to let you guys see what it looks like. And I was very happy with this one. It looks really nice. So I will be next putting glitter into this pink one. So I'm just letting you see it before I add the glitter, because I know that this glitter probably won't show you much of a difference. So I wanted to say it side by side, because this glitter is white but it reflects purple. So just put it in there and shake it up, and This is how it is. And then I swatched it, and you can see the difference. It have more now of a purple pinkish look to it, which is very, very, very beautiful, without adding too much glitter and making it like a glitter mix, because that's not what I wanted. And then I'll be using this silver. You can see this is very shiny, very into this blue. And my whole idea behind this was because of the white specks, and I just want like a little bit of silver glitter, just like how the gold was like just little specks. But this glitter was more thicker than the fine glitter, so then it ended up being a lot of glitter. So that is not edited, and that was very, very sparkly. So for the next one is this blue one, and I just be adding a little bit more gold in it because I already have gold in it from what I was showing you guys before, but I wanted it to be more visible without having to sit in direct sunlight. And I forgot to hit record, and yeah, so this is all the colors before I add the glitter. And you can see like that's the one that I was showing you guys just now, the pink, the blue, and this is it now. And that one looks the same way. The blue, I don't like it because it had way too much glitter, and the brown and the pink, and you can see the real difference between the pink and the pink before and the pink after. So now I will be just doing swatching these on some swatch sticks and letting you guys watch me do this process. And yeah. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, thumbs up and subscribe. And if you do decide to recreate any of the acrylic with the eyeshadow, please let me know how it went in the comments section below. And yeah, bye.